What's up? Well, apparently I need something to drink here because my voice got annihilated trying to say that. Alright. What's up? There you go. That's a bit better. What's going on, guys? N, you. See, now you're speaking my fucking language, dude. Yeah, just pop into some aggressive dark synth! Oh, shit! How you doing, Heltrix? O-O-O. N-O-O-U-U-N-U. Oh, 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 oh. This is spooky music. I don't know if I can handle it. See? Hey, man. That was a good bit, dude. You watched my Portal vid. What did you think? Let's move that off to the side over there. Hello, Nidas Galvanascus. Galvanascus. It's me, Galvanascus. And how might I help you today? I actually have no idea how this is meant to work exactly. But, well, you know what? I don't get paid enough for this shit. Beautiful. It's a work of art. Yeah, actually, he said that it's coming along. So I'm preparing the changes that need to happen to the terrain for the arrival, the impending arrival of those ramps. I'm so excited to not have to look at this blend ever again. And soon, guys, even after that, he said that he won't go on hiatus, he won't go on break until he's done with the structure one, because he thinks that will be easier than the asphalt one. So, I am so... Dude, I can't tell you how excited I am. Soon I won't have to look at this blend anymore, dude. Just look at it. Soon we won't have to look at that anymore. Isn't that so epic? Isn't that so haha? Fucking hell. Oh shit! They turned on the fart compactor music. But anyways, I guess what he was telling me earlier is that this, the ramp is going to, you see how, like, over here, if you just follow it in a straight line, the asphalt actually rises up by 1. That's going to happen here as well. I may have fucked up the orientation, but I'm pretty sure what it's going to do is it's going to go like this. Or no, it's going to go like, you know, from here up. Something like that. Am I ever going to return to Project Nemesis? Yeah, at some point I will. I actually think that is Project Nemesis. And I don't know if you guys remember this. It was a long time ago that I attempted this. But I started working on something that was meant to be a collaboration with Necron. Haha. And it started out as this like arcade-style use map settings sort of map that was going to aggressively use AI commands and modding and stuff with like new factions and all this other stuff. It was going to be like a tug of war. It was called N-Wars. And I started out... Basically, the idea was that we would have basically like a base game rule set. Where like sort of like how... StarCraft Melee has base rules, but then we would have different maps that would change different things. So Melee, sometimes you're playing an island map, sometimes you're playing a standard map. whatever the case may have been. So the different maps were going to follow by the same rules, have the same trigger systems and the same mod components underlying with them. But they were going to be more like an arcade-style situation. Yeah, it was an Astroworld map. I attempted it like November or something. I think it was when I did my one and only stream about it. But the reason why I bring that up is because I actually do want to have more co-op or versus content available for players, especially with like all of these advancements in AI and stuff. I think it could be really cool. And, you know, Nemesis Omega is like a campaign style, very heavily focused on RTS, exploring some new concepts and stuff, and still grounded in enough in the original campaign as a context that I think it works out. And then if you take a look at like the End Wars stuff, that's more like a entirely new game mode. Did I ever finish, or did I completely finish 3-player Omega? No, but the remastered version is not going to see any more development because Remastered is not a good platform for that sort of thing. I'm actually gonna undo some of this shit here. I'll keep the space cleared, but I'm not convinced that I know what the proper orient. I need to get my direction oriented, like Arnold Schwartz. So I'll wait until I have the asset before I fuck around with that, because otherwise I'll probably screw something up. But, yeah, I was thinking about updating the Nemesis Omega at some point, but I have so many different projects that I want to work on. Yeah, the roads will be buildable. They're mostly there for visual storytelling, to remind you that this is an actual area that the humans have been through. They've settled it, the Terrans have settled it, and they've got, you know, stuff going on. And sort of like to, just the roads flying off the map on the edge here is something I like to do to, like, remind you that this map is not the entire world or the entire section. This is a part of a larger environment. And so little touches like that hopefully help people visualize that sort of thing. And I did say that there were 3 different Zerg factions for Nemesis. There was the Evolutionist, who wouldn't have access to Zerglings. There's like a bunch of different special rules basically, but they were all their own factions. And so the Evolutionists didn't have access to spammable units, like Zerglings and Scourge and some other stuff. But they were able to aggressively upgrade their units. So you'd have like 3 or 4 different upgrades per strain. So like Hydralisks could get a bunch of upgrades, and Guardians and Devourers and all this other stuff. And they also morphed their units a lot. The Infested player was entirely surrounded... Okay, this music is not nearly what I was expecting. Come on. Get to some actual music instead of some random sound samples, please. Thanks. There was a bunch of stuff that I was working on with that. The Infested player was like completely new tech tree. I had to build all of the assets from scratch, which is one of the reasons why that project didn't get any further. Is because I made the Infested SCV, but it took me like 3 full days in Photoshop, and I was drained after that. The UED were using entirely custom tech trees, I think, besides some basic stuff like Marines and Medics. Valkyries, obviously. But, like, they're in all of... I think they may have had siege tanks. I think they may have had normal tanks. But, they had all sorts of wacky stuff. And then, the other Zerg faction was the Swarmer. That had, like, a bunch of economic upgrades. And, stuff like that. They were meant to try to expand out a lot. Would have been a cool map. It will be at some point. I'll make it, but it's just a lot of, not as high priority as Hydra and my brother's birthday project. And I don't know what's going to come after that. Maybe once I'm done with my brother's birthday project, I'll have more time for Brood War stuff. I'll try to start doing some more work with that. I also have to start working on, or resume working on that map I was working on for UED Commander for his alternate campaign. I was working on the final mission of that. I think I got 2 out of 5 AI done or something. I don't remember how many AI there were. That shouldn't take me too long, but that is something else that I'm gonna do this month. So, but we're pretty we're pretty well adjusted, I would say. We're on to for a good start in 2019. In 4 days, or less than 4 full days, I've done all of Legends of Arcane Undead. I've done Portal, and I've released 2 videos on another channel. What else? We did those War of the Tribes and Arcane Orc reviews, and I'll probably be doing the Undead review later on today. So yeah, I mean, I've been cranking out content the past couple of days. So yeah, it's not related to gaming, so it doesn't have much of a relevance. It's like social commentary stuff. Mostly just, I'm sort of like trying to create a backlog of videos and then start to like get my name out there by interacting with people on that channel. But it's definitely a weird one. It's like, it's something I have really very little experience about, so I wouldn't be surprised if I end up learning a lot and then thinking that all of my early videos were garbage. Kind of deal. Yeah, it's like, it's like the drama and not drama, the scandals that people get into in gaming and related to gaming and stuff. Like one of them is about God of War winning Game of the Year, for example. There's like it's gaming centered stuff, but oops. It's also like I do a little bit of stuff on just whatever I happen to be upset about that week. I feel like it's a productive way to contribute towards a conversation. If you're angry about it, make a video. See what happens, dude. Okay, so I can copy the targeting stuff over from these guys. So how's everybody else's New Year going? I see some people were talking about how it was basically the same as every other year. I talked about that, I think, on the podcast that I did with Mask about Year in Review 2018. But I don't think I've ever had a, like, at least in the past 4 or 5 years, I don't think a single year has ever been that very similar to, like, the previous year or whatever. Like, 2018 was so different than 2017. For me, anyways. So yellow preferred targeting the player, the players. Orange prefers targeting the AI ally in the middle of the map. I think Chestnut's going to have a mild or a less pronounced preference to attack the player than yellow. So a good chunk of their attacks should still go for the AI in the middle. But generally speaking, it's probably like a 60-40 or a 70-30 or something like that. In favor of attacking the players. looking at for... What did I do here? I think I just did 3 of them, right? So, well, I guess it depends. How many attack angles can they really cover? They can probably do... Yeah, 3 is fine. Maybe 4. Oh shit, I forgot the syntax that I used here. It's CBA, okay. Get this whole thing set up. Is it going to be related to the thing that you, I just realized I screwed that up. The Terran one that you showed me a while ago? One of the things that I struggled a lot with when I was, before I released my first campaign, which again was in Consummate, that if you like a lot of people who just know me from Consummate or from Hydra or something will probably not even think to assume that what where I came from was so goofy. But the history that I had with custom campaigns was that I was on the verge of releasing a 5 or 6 map campaign in 2011, and instead, at the end of its development cycle, I realized I wasn't happy with it, and the person I was making it with was like in agreement. We should, because it was a co-op project, not 2-player, but it was made by me and somebody else, and we both agreed, yeah, we should redo some of this stuff because we learned so much from making it. And that was the same, it made perfect sense to us that, and it is a logical premise, I can make this better by improving it instead of releasing it now and working on something else. And what this is the lesson I learned anyways, and it may not be true for everybody else, I don't want to speak for anybody else, but for me, if I had just bitten the bullet, recognized that I learned a lot from that project, developing it, working on it, and released it as it was, flawed as it was, bad as it was, whatever, that would have been better for me learning-wise than constantly trying to redo it, remake it, and all that other stuff. Because that's what happened to me, is it's still not released now. It was, that campaign will probably never be released. But I tried to work on it from 2011 till as recently as 2017. I had a working prototype of like the first half of the campaign or something. And I was still trying to work on it. It went through so many revisions. So don't be like me. In my opinion, if I had to give anybody advice on that stuff, I would say try and release whatever you got. Whatever you think is going to work out. Even if it does, even if you think it's bad, you're like, I could do better than this. I want to do better than this. What got me was that I was so attached to the ideas in that campaign. I was like, oh, I gotta make this as good as it can be, because it's it's a really good idea, but it's not the best idea I was ever going to have. I had way better ideas later on, and so it's better to do the best you can with that project, and then look back on it and say, well, this is how far I've improved since then, when you release your second one. I don't know. Not releasing anything made it really hard for me to release stuff in the future, because it was just this like endless cycle of trying to iterate. What's going on? Patrick7. Sorry I didn't greet you there for a solid 2 minutes or whatever. I was monologuing. Ever since you've been watching me, you have felt inspired in modding. Awesome, dude. I mean, that's the thing, is like, this is a hobby that can give you a lot of, I think, valuable experiences. Like, a lot of the stuff that I learned, graphic design, for example, or video editing, is like, you pick up so many skills when you're working on something like that. Because you give a shit about what you're working on, so that's where like the passion and the fun comes from, where you're having a good time, even though you're doing work. It's definitely work. You have to put work in. You have to do things that you don't like so that you can do the things that you do like. Like, for example, a friend of mine, they don't like doing triggers at all in the map editor. I don't mind them as much, but they don't like doing triggers. But they know that they have to do the triggers because the campaign doesn't exist without triggers. There's still certain things that you need triggers for, so they've got to bite the bullet and do some triggers sometime. And, some people don't like doing the AI or doing the level design or doing the writing or whatever. But these are all components that you have to get good at, or at least be competent enough at, so that they don't tear down the quality of your project overall. But, you just pick up so many things. Like when I had to make a trailer for a campaign. Okay, so I need to go learn how to do some basic video editing and some audio editing, because the trailer needs music, and the campaign needs music, so I gotta make some music. Maybe that won't work out for the trailer, but I know I gotta learn how to edit the audio, and I'm doing voice acting, because I want voice acting, so I gotta learn how to be a voice actor, and I gotta learn how to edit my voices, and like suddenly, you're just this jack-of-all-trades guy, who you might not be super great. Again, you're a hobbyist, right? But you might be amateur hour in some respects, but you still know more than you did when you set out to make the campaign, or mod, or whatever in the beginning. And so I do feel like there's something about that. Hello, Balethal. I'm looking at a folder where there are multiple discontinued projects, dude. You want to see my project archive? So here's my abandoned folder. This is just my abandoned folder. Now these are in various stages of completion or progress. But as you can see, just in here alone, we have 11 folders. In decommissioned, it's like prehistory. It's like before 2016 or something. And this is 13 folders. So we've got over 20, I think that's 24? That's pretty crazy, man. That's 24 projects that I have files for to put in there. And then we have the one-offs that, there's just all this stuff that may never get worked on again, right? I've got like 10 different projects folders. Here's an abandoned one. 4 StarCraft 2 ones that I was working on. That's pretty reasonable. There's a bunch of shit here. So it's... nobody's immune to that. I'll put it to you that way. That everybody's got their ideas. And sometimes you will genuinely have to abandon a concept or whatever. Sometimes it really won't be that worthwhile to pursue it. But I wouldn't get too in your head about releasing that stuff or not. my concern is like, the first thing I would concern yourself for if you're just starting out, or even if you've been in the space for a long time, because again, I worked on StarCraft campaigns since 2009. The 2011 one was an example of one, but I was working on campaigns since like 2008, 2009. And so it took me almost 10 years before I released something. And like, obviously I could have released a bunch of stuff beforehand. Now on the plus side, I can say I've only released quality products or whatever, but it's still like I've released 2 campaigns and in over 10 years of working with the game. So it is kind of goofy at the same time, right? And so there's give and take in both of those things. I actually value somebody who's starts out like iQuare, for example. iQuare's released 3 campaigns already, and can't really speak to the quality, but I know that what he's working on now, at least from what he's telling me, it sounds like it's way more advanced, way more polished, and way more consistent than anything that he has worked on in the past. And I think I value that growth more. Like I see in myself when I was working on in Consummate, I compare the skills that I was using there and the just the work ethic that I had and the competency that I had. I compare that to now, and it's light years apart for me. And so I think that after you're at a point where you understand the tools you're working with, and you understand what you want out of a campaign, or a project, a mod, whatever it is, I would say get your experience first, like Beothal is saying in the chat, right? He says you should focus on learning and getting better. But one way that you will never get... one thing you'll never get better at unless you release a campaign is actually going through the process that gives you a released campaign. And for me, I had never released anything before, so I had basically never made a trailer before. And I had never done like outreach and said, hey, here's my campaign. See if would you play it for your YouTube channel? Like I did that to like 10 different people. And so like that was something I never learned how to do. Even if you're gonna go and forget all that stuff, forget the trailer and forget the outreach, just getting to the point where all of the maps have been tested and polished, that's stuff you don't always do when you're in the middle of development. You cancel before you get to the polish stage or the testing stage or whatever stage you happen to be at when you cancel. And so, like, there's always something left unfinished, otherwise you would have released the product, right? And so that's like an example where I think experience with the development of a project can only get you so far. Actually releasing it is an act in and of itself, and you have to learn how to do that one as well, I think. And Patrick says, I've learned that it's very useful to work with a small team than solo. Whenever you feel like abandoning, you've got others keeping up ambition with you. That can work. The issue that I've run into with teams is that a lot of the times people will be flaky, or they won't always... I don't know, they won't always be the most reliable individuals in my personal experience. That obviously is entirely dependent on who you're with. And so if you're entrusting certain duties to somebody else, say, you know, person A does the voice acting and person B does the level design or whatever your duties happen to be, maybe it's split a bit differently, then you're still in a position where you have to rely on the other person. And historically, that has not worked out very well for me. What I do encourage you to do is surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who are interested in testing it, or doing certain things that you're not able to do, or you don't have the time to do. Like, I've got Dark and Fantasies. He works on the art. He does some ramp art, like this asphalt ramp. He does some unit, like wireframe art and button art, and he's even done some projectiles before and stuff like that. So he does a lot of the 2D art. And then, you know, I've got some people who I'll contact for voice acting when the project is in its end stage, and all that stuff. And so there's all these different things that, like, iQuare helps me out with some AI coding and plugins and stuff. These people are boons for sure, and these people are reliable. But you basically don't want to be in a position where you rely on them to get your project completed and released. At least that's been my experience. You know, if you have a personal relationship with some of the people, then it could definitely be a little bit different. But for me, I've always been a little spooked about doing something like that, just on the basis of it potentially resulting in the end of the project if they don't play nice. What's going on, Tudor? And Patrick says he releases it as beta patches. You mean like before you're completely finished, you do a partial release? That can work too. I have a personal aversion to that now because I did that with Inconsummate. I released the first half of Inconsummate that way, where before the second half was done. And then I released like Hydra when it was halfway done. But then I went back and like new technology was coming out that I was using in later instances that I had to update the older versions of the maps to be ready for. And so not only did people who were playing the campaign start to finish like have to wait until it was done before they, or wait until like the next mission came out, but they also may have had like a worse experience playing it early than someone who had a experience playing it late. And like those are things that you just have to live with if you're going to release it in beta patches. So I've just decided I want to avoid that. But if your primary motivation, like if like Haltrix, if you were saying you're worried that you might cancel something, you can just as easy, you know, wait until an entire mission is done or a set of missions are done, first 3 missions are done, whatever, and release those as a pack and try it that way. Like that Juxtapose guy, he released his campaign, his 9 missions, but he released them at oh, I'm sorry, I'm speaking fast. Juxtapose over on Stardate.net released a set of mission packs, and it's 9 maps total, so it's a decently long campaign. I can't speak to its quality, but it was the guy's first campaign, and he was able to finish it, and I think one of the things that helped him out was that he released the first 3 at once, then the next 3, then the next 3 after that, the last 3, so maybe that could work. It all depends on how you segment it. I mean, ultimately, like, I had the idea to make the sequel to Inconsummate is going to be split up into 3 different campaigns. And so you could either split that up to release the first 5 missions of the first campaign, or like release the first campaign when it's done instead and don't release anything before that, or release all 3 at the same time. You know, it really just depends on how you want to segment it. What do you want to do? How are you treating it, really? How are you serializing it and splitting it into different installments? And so I'm not sure what the answer to that one will be for me, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 1 campaign will have to be done. Like for Hydra, I want the first 3 campaigns of Hydra to be done before I'm going to release it publicly. So I mean, again, I have no idea how that's going to work, but at least this is a project I like streaming the development of, because I get to talk with you guys who are fellow modders or players or whatever, and get your ideas for some of this stuff, share my ideas with you guys, and you guys get to be part of that development if you want, or just hang out or whatever. And it's cool to me. That I like that because it adds a sense of community to the project. Where if I just made this in isolation, maybe it would get done faster because I wouldn't be reading chat, or maybe there would be certain things I'd be more focused on or something. But the trade-off is then I wouldn't be able to think back to like, oh yeah, you know, so-and-so suggested this thing and I did it and it was great, or, you know, whatever. Like, the project may actually be of lower quality or something as a result of that, or it just wouldn't be as community-driven, I think. You suggest a bonus area or mission in each campaign when a secondary object is done. What do you mean by that? You mean a bonus area or mission? I'm not understanding. I apologize for my lack of comprehension. Meanwhile, in my Discord server, Baleful dropping hard facts about people who protect their maps. Annihilated. Alright, let's do this AI, man. Hey, no problem, man. I barely speak English anyways. If you've seen me when I'm tired, I sound like a babbling lunatic. Let's get the regions here. In a mission, there's a bonus area? Yeah, I'm not sure which mission he was talking about. Maybe he wants, like, a bonus area in each campaign, or, like, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. You know, when I first made this campaign with when I was first starting to work on this back in 2017 with Necron, he suggested that we do an alternate campaign, like not alternate like UED Commander, but alternate in fuck, what was the context? Like if you lost to slay the beast, and Kerrigan died, because Kerrigan was going to be a controllable hero in that. If Kerrigan died, then it was going to take you to a different map, where it was like a UED victory sequence of missions. So you get like access to 3 different missions or something that we were going to make from scratch. And that was pretty crazy. I was like, nah, dude, that's way too complicated. And here I am, changing the entire tech tree of all 3 races and remaking a free map from scratch. So who won that that debate? Oh, man. This isn't a bad track here. Hey, thanks for coming in, Tudor. I'll see you next time around. Good luck on your tests. Have a good one, man. He's the good luck man. I think that was a comment on an Inconsummate video by Jay Barino. Somebody replied to a comment that I left saying, "Good job, man, I'll be watching." And then he wrote, "Good luck, man." But it was like, good luck was one word. So he was my good luck man for that playthrough. Mm-hmm. The new superhero. Fuck yeah. Check him out. What's my favorite part of modding? I would say... That's a tough one. So... Broadly speaking, I would say there's a satisfaction you get from basically doing everything, and then when you boot up and test... Even if it's a little rough around the edges because you're doing your first couple tests or whatever, those first tests are usually the most satisfactory to me, beyond like actually having it done and playing the finished version, because it's like a justification or a catharsis for all of the work that you've done up until that point to get to the point where you have a working product that, even if it's still beta or alpha or whatever, is really like you can see what needs to be done to finish it. Like, you can visualize the finished product in your mind before it's even there. It's like getting a premonition or something, I don't know. But it's pretty cool, I think. So that's probably like one of my favorite moments when I'm in the middle of working on a project. As far as just like an individual aspect of it, I think the AI editing is definitely something that I take a lot of satisfaction from. It's a mixture of just writing it, setting it up in the editor, writing it in Notepad, and then actually seeing it in tests. Just everything to do with AI, I think, is really fascinating, and it satisfies me because at the end of the day, I know I have this, you know, this functioning thing. So I spend most of the time in the AI, in Notepad++ writing AI, so I guess it's a good thing I like it. What about you? What about all you? Everybody in the chat. Turn that question right back around on you. GRP making? I like editing the doodads and stuff in Photoshop too. I think that comes in pretty in the top 3 or whatever. It's just takes a long time. I'm not as competent in that as I am with something like AI or level design. So I didn't end up saying it. Cool. Are you on my server, Patrick? I don't know. You must be using a different name if you are. But what kind of mods are you making? Like melee mods, or are they campaigns and stuff? Total conversion mod, yeah. Those are always super crazy. Oh yeah, I think you said you were moving to Krita, or you used Krita? Yeah, dude, I'm gonna play that, I don't know, sometime in February or March or something. Pretty soon this year. Quarter 1 2019, hopefully. I've played that for years. Years and years ago, I did a couple of runs of the campaign when I was a wee lad. Not really a wee lad. It was like a teenager. Were you the guy who recommended me the... There's some, like, Defenders, or... I don't remember what the name of the mod was, but it's, like, a pretty popular mod for Battlecry 3. It does, like, balance changes and all that stuff. Right. See, I had no idea that the Protectors, yeah, there you go. So, that one, I had no idea that existed. I think I was recommended that by a few people when I brought up the franchise. I started playing the series with the first and second games. I'm hoping that I can finish the second one this month, so that whenever I end up having time to restart it, I'll be good to play the third one. How is AI editing in that game? Because when I play on the harder difficulties in Battlecry 2, it seems like the AI just have like busted heroes, and I don't know if they cheat with money or not, but I think they do. It seems like they do anyway. I think I missed one of your messages, Patrick. The messages I have on my screen are the protectors close enough, and in 3 they cheat. But maybe I'm mistaken. Do you find it hard to create installation missions? Well, it's something I haven't done in a while. It was challenging for me to make something that I thought was satisfactory in when I was working on Hydra, but I have some pretty cool ideas, I think, for what I'm going to be doing in Hydra. I've only seen the code of Battlecry 3, okay. Gets a bit more reactive to the human players in the mod. That's cool. See, I feel like reacting to the players, it's okay, as long as it's something that a human player would be able to figure out. Because, like, obviously AI tend to metagame a lot, like they have vision or knowledge or something. But, like, if you could somehow read how many times the players have used a certain unit composition or something like that, and then tell the AI, hey, we got to start working to try to counter that by changing our behaviors or changing our unit composition. As long as the gameplay isn't built around hard counters, I think that could be pretty interesting, because it sort of forces players to be a bit more, I guess, dedicated to their strategies, or limber enough to be a bit more flexible with their strategies. Is your total conversion? I assume it just supports like skirmish mode and stuff like that. That'll be if it ends up being playable or whatever by the time I'm done with Battlecry 3 and the Protectors. I will definitely check it out on a stream or something. I wish we had stuff like that in Brood War, honestly. I mean, we have some stuff that we can use, but... And the obligatory clapping! Yes! Yes, clap for the frog emoji. I am a monkey on the internet. I am an idiot. Somebody shoot me. I clap for every frog emoji. Frog emoji, oops. What's going on, DF? I was just thinking about you. Weaker AI levels take more risks, while harder ones are very calculated. Cool. Yes, well that's the thing, is you don't want to be too gimmicky with your AI, but at the same time, if you can do it properly, it can work out pretty well. The problem is, like, AI will always have way better multitasking potential than players. So it makes sense that they would be, what's the term? They're always going to be superior in that way for most players. Especially ones like myself that are shit. They're killing my frame too. Uh-oh. I mean, they said the same thing about my AI in Hydra, so... Or in Consummate or whatever. And I don't think the maps are really that challenging. I've actually been meaning to play some of that stuff, but... See, the one thing is, I imagine it's... I mean, again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know anything about the Protectors or whatever. But, I imagine it would just require some element of, adjusting your expectations when you go in to play a game of it. Because I assume the base game's AI is not that complex or challenging. It just cheats. And I also assume that the Protectors and other such community projects don't really fuck with AI that much, right? Like, they don't change that much about it. Because, at least from StarCraft, there's like... I can count on one hand the number of campaigns that have, or projects that have had custom AI. Well, maybe two hands, if you consider total conversions. But at least when it comes to custom campaigns, it's one hand, and I have half the hand, so... I released half that hand, dude. There's enough stuff for non-sci-fi futuristic scenario. You mean like not necessarily science fiction, but having like, you know, the year 2100 or something. The upper hand. Yeah. Why wouldn't you want aliens, dude? Legends of Arcane had aliens, and Legends of Arcane is cool. It may not be functional. It may even have an author that tells you to keep your standards away from it. But it's cool. Oh shit, Satan! Dude, Satan, aliens, sci-fi, let's make it happen, dude. Put Satan into Legends of Arcane. Can I get a petition? What am I in the middle of doing? I got sidetracked. Ah, yes. Okay. Yellow main, P2 north. Right. Makes sense. Let's do this. Yeah. We still have to fix that. I think you disable doodad state or toggle doodad state. Check it out, dude. We got a second Patrick. Has it been 2 weeks since Christmas? 25th? When was that anyways? That was, hold on, I gotta see this. I can't be pink anymore. Aw, man. I have to wait until the 8th to remove my name? Jesus Christ. I'm pink for 4 more days, dude! I won map crap. And then my life was over. Oh, DF, if you're here, by the way. Oh, yeah, you wanted to see the shark road. I got you in a second. Hold on. A pink car. Can you tell me what order the, Yeah, he's reading all of the rules, dude. Can you tell me, Zerg here, where the... What is going to be warped here? Is it going to be like a... Is this going to go up? This upper road, is this going to go up or down? One tile. Or like... You know what I mean. Like, should I be extending the ramp like this? Or like this? So, off to the left then? Right, if I want to keep this the same, does this have to move down to the left or up to the right? Or you're saying it goes down? So in this position, it would go down to the left. If I keep the loader the same, the Hydra has to shift to the right. Got it. So if I move the high dirt to the right, I would then have to move this to the left twice, is what I'm getting. It's kind of gay, but I'll figure it out. What? If I move the high dirt to the left? Oh, if I move the Hydra to the left of the loader, it stays where it is? Gotcha. Cool. What a cool kit. Oh yeah, that makes sense now. Just needed some help visualizing it, I guess. Just needed some mental assistance. So something like this, then? Oh, what do you mean? I just asked you about that, and you said no to me. I don't want to move it to the right, I want to move it to the left. So if I move it to the left like I just had it, then the low dirt path has to go to the left too, right? Alright, dude, I'm waiting for you to send me that. I'm not doing that. What we have here is a failure to communicate. I wish I could move the YouTube feed up and down for all of my viewers while headbanging. Give you a real authentic experience. So this is going to be... So I think before you got here, we had a conversation about modding, Dia. What's your favorite part of modding? And I don't think Balethal answered that question either, and he was here, so you're up, Balethal. Imperators, you too? You actually? Okay, cool. Oh, shit! That looks like it's from another dimension, man. Is that really a perspective echo? That's crazy. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, so... left would go... The lower dirt, in my example, would be going to the left by 2 tiles. If I moved the high dirt to the left once. So, I guess the more simple way to do it would be to just move the low dirt over to the left once. But I kind of like the, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Who cares? I get no respect around here, Tony. That's how I like it. I think somebody in here might be mentally ill. Somebody in this song is busted. As in, their brains are not functioning correctly. You know what I mean? busted, dude. Oh, yeah? Well, it would be a lot easier to move you, actually. Oh, I'm gonna annihilate my microphone by accident. Good one, dude. You're a goddamn revolutionary, Jim. I know. But you, actually. Oh, shit. I did never didn't think that way. I guess I never thought about it the way you thought about me. You guys should see, speak the English language. You guys should see some of the dialogues that I wrote for my brother's birthday project, dude. We got some of the best stuff in here on the house. Let me see if I can find some of it. Move this off to the side here, avoid spoilers.
There was a briefing. All I remember is smashing my father in the face.
That's the best line ever. Can't top that one. What else we got here? Oh shit, I forgot about that one. That's a good one.
No scope! More like end scope!
That's a good one. Men, teach these mongoloids how to spell void. That's a good one. The mongoloids are at the gates again. Cullen, the anime are attacking. Wake me up when my forces finish attacking the enemy. Some of these lines are really psychotic. The game was actually named Dark Void. Wow. Mapcraft theme suggestion. Each action, building units, killing units, in CC must be accompanied by a voice line or a sound effect. There you go, dude. I don't know exactly how I would work that in, honestly. That seems pretty psychotic. How would you even detect that? I guess it would be easier in Warcraft 3 because you can do a trigger to detect all that stuff, but... I like the theme, but it seems unrealistic to do in 4 hours. In Brood War, it's like impossible. I can't believe it took me so long to fix my Christmas crap entry, by the way. But I'm glad I did it. I mean, that would be pretty. That would be a psychotic map. I just can't wait for DF to make me my Cronade launcher graphics. Those will be top notch. Well, there's no rules against that. I should probably do that, yeah. I'm having a similar issue in this map that I was having in the first Zerg mission that I made a while ago, December. There's not too many attack patterns that the AI can take that don't take them through other bases. I guess that's okay for this map because defending backwater, it's not an objective. Although doing so will save some bank data for you, but it's definitely something where it's a little bit more... Like, if you defend backwater successfully, they basically withstand a lot of the attacks that come your way. It's almost like a prelude to the next map, where you are doing the defending. So I guess it makes sense, but... Even so... Even now... My forces are moving to attack your void. What's that guy sound like from Battlecry 2? I am the void. That guy. Dude, that guy's a lunatic. The Dark Elf General. Forget what they're called. Blackguard. Fire can change me. Oh shit, not the barbarian. Oh yes. Kill them all. I'm a Reaver. I'm trained to kill. Dude, I've spent like years doing an impression of that barbarian hero where he goes, "Look at these biceps." And one of his spellcast lines is like, "Gornak goo goo." It's pretty psychotic. I've got plenty more for you! I have the body of a god! That guy's pretty crazy. I like him. I also like the human hero because he has no inflection at all in his voice acting unless he's in the middle of combat where he'll say, "Lay down your arms!" But otherwise he'll have like no... He's just... Like, I lay claim to this site. He's very fucking stoic, I guess. And then you've got the demon, which is literally just like a growl. My wrath is an eternal flame. With a little bit less voice cracking, I guess, but still pretty accurate. They do have some memorable voices, I'll give them that. Although I forget all of the custom voices for like the Srathi and shit that were races, or custom voices. All the races that showed up in Battlecry 3, I don't remember any of them. There's like Plague Lords and Srathi and the Swarm. And yes, they do have Zerg there. Maybe we'll play as Zerg here when I play that, just for the meme.
Zerg here.
I am the void. Dude, that guy's a real lunatic. I can't believe he's real. You cannot be a real human being. He's a real void. Oh shit! I do. Doesn't he say that as like a combat line or something? I feel like that was I feel like that's real. Lock up your children. Oh yeah, that's actually. I think the undead hero in Battlecry 2 is pretty incredible too, because that. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's the same in all of them, but he's got like. Look upon me and despair. Flee this place. I forget what he says in combat. He's like yelling at them to join my legion. That's his quote. What a maniac. B1B. P1B. Don't pee on me. P1B. P1U. Join my legion! Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'd have to modulate the voice a little bit. Yeah! Fear me! Look upon me and despair. Yeah, because he's always such a... Dude, in my Battlecry 2 campaign, he's such a wuss, because I made him a Necron. He doesn't eat meat, so he's garbage. Get him out of here, dude. You know, and when I made that Mapcrap submission that was all about controlling Necron and a custom faction of Ends, an upgrade that gave him better regen or something was actually called Eat Meat, and he never got it. He refused. Even in virtual space, Necron refuses to eat meat. Dude, the pensive emoji on YouTube, it just looks like a sleeping Asian. Wake him up. Oh shit! No! Put him back to bed! Somebody cast sleep on him! Where are those 3 hero dreadlords that cast Infernal Monster about 80,000 times when you need them? Yeah, it's flushed down the fucking toilet as soon as you see it because it's a psychotic emoji that I never want to lay eyes on again. What an illness. Emoji were a mistake. The internet was a mistake. Maybe. You might be onto something there. But how else could we all communicate from different hovels across the world? Twouldn't be possible, I say. Letters, yeah. You got... Might be onto something. That depends on the shade, dude. Scarlet letters, on the other hand. On the hand, sand. Yeah. I mean, you can do them in plain text, but I always just use that to copy-paste triggers or whatever. Which I believe was their intended purpose. Aw, shit! What's going on, George Micus? How's Mike doing? Is that actually how you say your name, or is it Mikus or Mikus or something? I never asked. George Micken. Micah-sh? Is the accent over the S make a sh sound? Mikush. George Mikush. Yeah, I knew a girl named Dasha. I think that's the only way how I managed to do it. Managed to remember it. Cool. I learned something today. Yeah, there you go. Okay, this guy's losing his mind over here in the song. Somebody get him some coffee or something. Something wrong with this picture? Oh, what's this? Ah, it's for the plague ward. That's why it's a 3 specific one.
Death, and from me, death walks the land. Mortis domus, necros palitus.
Yeah, I feel like he almost sounds like he's from the second game. Like it's the same voice actor, probably.
Doom, another for my kingdom, another for my ranks. Give me more mana. Already gone. Interesting. Fear is my weapon. Lock up your children.
There it is. It's at the end. Lock up your children. What a maniac, dude. Get these kids out of here. This guy can't count. That's all he had to do is count. He screwed it up. Alright, that kind of looks stupid, but you actually, so what can you do? Alright, what other ramps do we have to fix? After these ramps are done, all I have to do is do the attacks for Chestnut. So that's it, man. I should make some doodads. Become Eon of the Hawk for real. Put in those tables. Oh, don't remind me about the tables. Oh. Oops. Doesn't look too good. Looks a little cross-eyed to me. You know what I should have just done is up it like that. No problems. I do gotta say... Oh, is that really the whole mix? No. Okay. I do gotta say, I think there's something about the old days of content creation where standards were a mysterious thing, mysteriously evasive. Nobody, everybody kept them away, we'll say that much. It's funny to me when you look back at all that stuff and how you'd expect things to be so different now. And they rarely are. From, you know, custom content-wise, stuff's not really that different now than it was when we first played those silly projects. Uh-oh. Welcome back, Monsieur Heltrix. I'm making some art, dude. Check out my ramps. I'm just preparing them for when DF provides me with the updated ramps. So, then I'm gonna get back to some AI editing. Plant one. There you go. What's the problem? Beautiful. Okay, so we are now just gonna do the AI. Well, I think that's everything, right? That's all the ones that are gonna be changed around. And this one here. Oops. Well, this was a backwater place. It wasn't really a town, as I understand it. Oh, you mean the rock doodads? I wanted to have some decor for the area without it clashing against the idea that this is a wasteland. I guess I could pull some of them out if I feel like they block pathing and are a little too repetitive. Yeah, Red Alert 2 is allowed. I just don't have I'll have the game by February, but I don't have access to it right this second. You asked earlier about Red Alert 2 total conversion or something? I haven't heard anything of it. I don't know if you know something the rest of us don't, but I'm not familiar with it at least. Any such effort. You might be able to ask him. I don't think he's on the stream right now. He's browsing the battle.net forums. Actually, I don't know where he is. Yeah, maybe you can ping him on the Newboard channel or something and ask him about it. But yeah, Imperator, as far as the artwork is concerned, this decoration isn't final. I still have to do some of the destroyed assets, so I am going to have some destruction that shows like the Zerg came in and annihilated some stuff. Like this command center here, it'll probably stay now that I've coded in an option for it, but my original idea was to make it so that there was a destroyed command center that was blocking the path, and that you had to take this area to expand instead if you were going to place down a structure or something. I'm not sure if that'll still be the case. And then there's going to be a factory that lifted off and then got crashed into this area. So there's going to be some set pieces and some corpses and signs of carnage to sprinkle in. And then after I do those and get them into the editor, I'll be able to know for sure whether or not I want any additional changes. Where is... I can always copy SC2 assets, and they look so bad in Brood War. Maybe we'll do some of that after I'm done with the AI, because the AI really just have to do the attacks, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to have the AI defend itself. I don't think you can disable mining right now, but you just make it so that the AI doesn't have miners. Like in my Insanity, I think it was the 9th map crap. Whatever one was the Insanity event, I had an AI that only had production structures, but didn't have anything for like any harvesting or anything like that. It just trained a bunch of shit because it was supposed to be pranking you guys about StarCraft 2. I don't know if I'll be using the infested Terrans as they are right now. I think I'll probably end up changing the unit roll a lot. Like, part of me just wants to use infested Marines and have like a, not really a full tech tree or anything like that, but like a small array of units that infested command centers can produce. So you'd have, like, infested Marines. In that case, it probably shouldn't be an infested command center, though. You'd think it would be an infested barracks, but... Suggestion for a troll. Uh-oh. Why? What does that do? Makes them float. Or no, defilers don't even float in the base game. I might have an upgrade for defilers in Hydra that makes them fly. No, defilers have a working attack animation. Yeah, they do their little vibration movement or whatever they're doing. Their idle animation is kind of weird. They just oscillate back and forth. Yeah, wiggling. Wiggle like a fish, boy. Well, yeah, because in beta they had an attack animation. Or they had an attack. Does he just, like, eat himself or something? I imagine the Lurker's animation looks pretty stupid at that point. I still can't believe they didn't give the Zerglings an idle animation by default, or Ultralisks. I'm glad I added that in, because it felt really natural. Like, it seems so obvious that they would just do their little wiggling and, you know. Move around a little. But in the base game, they just sit there. Overmind played peekaboo with them a lot. And now they'll never lose. Ever. They are dogs. Yes, yes they are. I actually have a dog unit in Colin's birthday, 2019. That campaign is called Todborne. It's a very epic campaign, dude. Check it out when it releases at the end of this month. No. It's not trainable. My brother's ability is for him to spawn he has a dog factory. Yeah, a portable dog factory. So he walks around with this, and he uses an ability that he basically just throws a dog at the enemy, and they spawn on them. And start barking. Pretty sick. I don't even remember if I have it hooked up right now, but if I do, I can show it.
Are you my dog?
Oh shit. No, I don't. Are you my dog? That's a ironic fucking thing to ask. Where's Firegrave? Why no super chat? I don't know. Nobody wants to donate to dogs, probably.
No. Hey.
Oh,
Maybe?
This animation does not appear to be working.
No.
Now I gotta go in and do that too. What a disaster for like a 5-second joke. Ideally, yeah. Yeah, yes. So. One step for N. Oh no. He's gone and done it. Let me check what the song is on. This is... Is this really the same song? Wow. It's kind of a long one. Flux Gemini Andromeda. Well, I had to hook this up sooner or later, so I guess it's fine that I'm doing it now while I'm supposed to be working on AI.
Are you my dog?
That's not the fucking dog. Jesus Christ, dog! Okay. Okay. Looks like that's already accurate. So I don't need to worry about that. Alright, now we will have our dog. At long fucking last, hopefully.
I wonder what Oxford.
Oh my goodness!
No.
Dear Lord! My dog is the void! I think I forgot to import the graphic, huh, guys? I may have, Well, I have a debug plugin in there that prevents the iScripts from crashing the game. That's the only reason why that was possible. Holy shit. Okay. So, let's find the sprite for the stupid dog. I thought it was the Zergling, but no, it's not. Certainly isn't Zell Temple. Well, let's go through the list here. I don't think it's any of these. It's in the... I think it's in the pinned messages. Let me make sure it is. If you go into Noob War... Brood War Tools, yeah, it's the last pinned thing. Oh, it doesn't look like Farty's stuff is in here. Okay, well... Let me grab the iScript debug. Oh, no, it is. It's in the many manly things. So if you just go to the general tool list, it's the first link in there. IS debug is the last one there. And that started at .NET post. So hopefully that's... Hopefully that works out. Alright, I seriously need I need to find my dog. Does anybody know where my dog is? Oh yeah, I was gonna fix this too. I'm supposed to be playing 0xBB. What? Good one. Nice. I think that will definitely come in handy for basically everybody. What is this then? I mean, here's the dog. Where the fuck is the graphic for it, though? Apparently it's using Zell Temple, so I'll use that. And I don't think... Zell Temple... Or I don't think this graphic came with a shadow. I could be wrong about that. Actually, I think I am wrong with that. But I don't see the shadow anywhere over here. It's from the Warcraft 2 total conversion. Yeah, I don't know where I put the graphic. I don't know like where I put the GRP, so... Okay, so I got that. this we have to go to the default. Oh, this actually does have some graphics here. Oh, it looks like the ice script's already here. So the ice script is here. I think this is from an older version of the mod, though. And I don't think the locals are a good idea. So ZZE Death can still be the same file name here, so we'll call that tempo. Okay. I need to open PyDat again. Well, at least this is a little bit of a break. Even though it has nothing to do with anything else we were doing. Let's do... PXT Shad. And what image ID is that? Oh. Somebody vibrated me. Who was it? Oh. It is still a modding stream, that is true. It's just not a Hydra modding stream. For this particular moment. 884. This does not appear to be the case. 938. There you go. I was using the wrong metric. There we go. Okay. Now. Scripts. Protoss. Oh, I just realized there's only like 4 frames for the... Oh, no, never mind. That should be fine. Let's test it anyway. We did it! He's a dog, dude. So there you go. I finally dogged him. I can close all this. Lovely distraction. Worked out. Meanwhile... Yeah, I'm going to go back. I'm going to pull back here for a second. Remind us about the conversation we started to have before I dogged myself about the infested stuff. I actually do think it would be way cooler to see like a couple infested marines and stuff coming out of those command centers, as opposed to just these units that run forward and blow up. You know what I mean? Voyager's got a functioning graphic for an infested marine that I was going to use for Project Nemesis, for Nemesis Chain. So I figure I might as well use that here as well. And even if they just end up behaving similar to basic Marines, but they don't have stim, or they do have stim, but they have, you know, regen, I think that would be fine. The infested soldier? No. No, the infested soldier is 161 only. I mean, it's done in the art style of the original ones. I have it somewhere. I can show it. Looks like this. It's possible to make a Baneling. Yeah, you could probably do it with mod. I think there's already an asset. In fact, I was meaning to look into this a while ago. Unfortunately, it's hosted by fucking ModDB. So there's a mod called SC Revolution that had some of that stuff. Like, it had Banelings as units and stuff. Apparently has a bunch of unknowns. Who knows what these are? What? Did he protect the fucking MPQ? That would be pretty embarrassing. Actually, more likely than not, the issue is just that stuff is defective. Yeah, these are corrupted, aka defective. Hold on. Let's see what else I have here. What? No, I don't think they were converted successfully. Oh. No, never mind. I have no idea. Looks like I can't get access to these assets, but... So I'll have to look into that later on. Maybe Voyager can get in contact with that guy, because he's the only one I know that knows of the mod other than a couple of other people. May have talked with the developer or something. Anyways, what GRP system were you talking about, Heldrix? At some point, I mean, before I can even really start to do the mods for like the new units and stuff, the main problem right now is that I don't have access to data structure. I need iQuare or somebody else to make a new data structure that allows me to basically implement new units in plain text, more or less. And so you have the idea of like, what's an example? I think I whipped something up at some point. I don't know where it is now. I'd have to go look in the Discord history with iQuare. Yeah, so it looked like this. So you'd have... It's basically like a plain text version of storing all of the fields. So you've got unit ID, ID of the unit name for the string in stat.txt TBL, HP, shields, armor, upgrades, stuff like that. So it was basically like something like that that would allow you to put in whatever you needed to put in. We don't have it yet. The idea, oh, unless you're talking to Mikush. We don't have that yet, but it would be nice. At some point, It's basically necessary for Hydra. Oh, the GRP system, like you mentioned on Discord, the one with that which acts like geysers and natural. Oh, you were talking about like changing the graphic of a unit based on which player was owning it. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have an AI command that can do that. Welcome back, Imperator. I think for supply depots, they just changed it to a different unit ID for when it was lowered. But I'm not sure. There was definitely some plugin work related to that. I think I saw some examples of it in C++ a while ago. Yeah, I think the way that he did that was by making it so that the unit was owned by one of those extended players, like it's owned by player 10 or something, player 9. Scroll of Town Portal doesn't work. What does that even mean? Like it just has no function? Is that from you updating the game or something? I never assume anything like that, man. A bunch of Koreans. I think their usernames are the best, Black Overseer. There's a couple of them. I don't know too much about Melee AI. The scripts that it's using are called custom level. They're pretty far down, I think. Really. So, Terran, Zerg, Protoss custom level, and Expansion custom level are the Brood War ones. The way I think Blizzard did their melee scripts, it was something to the effect of, like, basically putting a bunch of different scripts in the same script. So, like, there's a fast expand Protoss or something, but in that same script, there's also the 12 Zealot attack Protoss and the, I think the fast tech Protoss. So there's, like, 3 different or 4 different options in one script, and it randomly chooses at the beginning of it or something like that. And there's also, like, the island map ones. What's going on, Don? Welcome, my friend. Yeah, I haven't forgotten. See if I can get Mescon for that one. I don't think streaming it through Discord worked for him, or streaming StarCraft 2 didn't work for him through Discord, but we'll see what happens. Well, frog emoji, dude. Sounds like a day from hell, anyways. $10 days? What gives, dude? Why did that happen? Old people need love too, I guess. I don't know, man. No. Respect your elders, LOL. Oops. Smashed my microphone, dude. Fucking destroyed it. Just like that like button Smash! Dude, I can super chat myself. That's pretty funny. Don't ever click that button, baby. YouTube tries to take all of your money. I don't know about you guys. For me, it defaults to $10. That's insanity. It always is like, what's the term? No, I think the minimum is like $1. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. $1, if you do $1, it's not highlighted at all, apparently. If you do, I think anything under than 5, it's not highlighted. Yeah, but if you go to 5, it shows up for 2 minutes. It's almost like it's trying to tell you, like, hey, you gotta donate more, and here's an incentive. Your message gets pinned to the chat for a while. It's like, what a crazy fucking, I don't know, man. I guess that incentivizes some people. It's like the people who donate to people on Twitch and their messages get read aloud by text-to-speech or something. Whatever floats your boat, I suppose. Oops. Alright, I think this AI is taken care of, dude. How long is that? I took a random fucking, like, half an hour diversion where I went into my brother's birthday project and tried to show dogs. I did eventually succeed. Let's get Poicourt to give our AI a check mark. May have forgotten to put the coordinates in for the spawning pool. Pretty embarrassing. Cool. Looks like everything works. Yep. It is map number 1, numero uno. Put a pause on the music for just a sec. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, Imperator, do you think there's some issue? Oh, the cooldown breaks the spell, okay. I was gonna say, if it doesn't work if it's no longer charged. It seems like you figured it out. Oh, my AI control 8, by the way. I should just be testing with that on, but whatever. What a picture. Check them out. They're on Instagram. I don't even know if that's the right fucking place for it. Oh yeah, it is. This is the first map of the Terran campaign. I know you like Zerg here and all that, but N! Wait, why did he get a second N? What the fuck? Oh. 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 Call me gay, except it's no big deal, dude. Dude, how many ends is this guy gonna make? I didn't even... He shouldn't even have any commands to train them, but I guess he does. He's going for a fast lair. He needs that queen's nest. Meanwhile, the Terran AI struggles to understand why he cannot build on the high asphalt. Little does he know, it's Farty's fault. Oh, which will finish first? Oh, 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 oh. Place your bets. Oh, 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 oh. It's getting close. Oh, the lair beat it just in the nick of dad. Something blew up. They begin. Hey, what are you doing, you idiot? Go back. Get back over there. Alright, well, your buddy can help. Ah! Holy shit! That's some fast reaction times. Fast twitch muscle fiber. Listen, it wasn't me who did that. That was another man. Oh shit, they're coming!
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Quick, look busy. Oh no, you've beaten me! Or have you? Oh, yeah, well. SCV just annihilated it. Well.
Your forces are under attack.
I'm not sure. There really wasn't that many professional... I don't think there was much professional play, because Brood War came out 6 months after the base game, so... Haha, bye! Bye! When they send one Hydra, I'm dead. Oh, they did not like the Queen's Nest placement, I guess. Just need a unit mover. I have them sharing vision to me. That's how I can see them over here. Zerg here. Oh, they're not unallied to each other. Ed! Hi. Hi, just passing through. Everything here is accurate base layout-wise besides the Queen's Nest, which is... they didn't like it over there. They got end, dude. Let's see how they handle the infestation stuff. I actually feel like this map is still a little too claustrophobic overall. No, don't kill it! It's your allies! Oh, no! Oh, me oh my. Where's the queen? What a bunch of fucking buffoons. Get him, Orange! They, oh, N. No! What are you doing? You're killing them all! He's, he doesn't want to build queens for some reason. It's weird. I'm all set there, buddy. Hey, you guys are in my spot. I can't prank you like I did before. Oh! 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 Ah! Stop pranking me! Dude, now they're pranking me! This is unacceptable. I'm a used dog salesman. Check out my used dogs. Oh, fuck! No! Stop it! Hey, this is mean. Quit bullying me. I can still win. Oh. Yeah, so far so good with this guy. His expansion attempt does not seem to be going well, unfortunately. Maybe I have the wrong location hooked up for that? I don't know. All in all, I'd say it's all right. Should have them fight each other, to be honest. All right. Yeah. So, Heltrix, I think Imperator was just talking about how, like, if you compare, if you just even if you open like a late sort of map from Blizzard. Oh, this is some gay music. Like, this is meant to be... I mean, it's a mission where you're supposed to be landing on the base of an enemy, in the base of an enemy, basically. There's really not too many pathways, you know? Message retracted. Let me see if I can find a better one. Dude, I thought this was like the first mission or something. So this is another mission where it's like... I mean, I guess the primary offender is the number of pre-placed shit. Let's find... Mission 7. Well, the fact that nothing is connected makes it hard to like this map. Wasn't there supposed to be a server in this map somewhere? Oh no, that's the Enslavers version. Oh yeah, you like that? Doesn't that look good? Isn't that epic? It's like they placed these here because they wanted to put a bridge there, but they couldn't be fucking asked. I don't know why those are there. It's pretty psychotic, honestly. Alright, so here's a mission that wasn't cut. This is actually a released map. But I guess the claustrophobia would be like... There's not very much maneuvering room, right? Not a whole lot of maneuvering room. Especially if you compare it to something like this where there's like some tight passageways here and there, like this compared to this, right? You got some choke points with these ramps and stuff, but afterwards you get some pretty good maneuvering room over here. Even this ramp, or this bridge rather, is pretty wide, so after you take this control, you can go over here pretty easily. Obviously, this whole area is open. You can maneuver units up this ramp pretty well, down that one pretty well. They're wider than normal. These ramps are also pretty wide. Like you can probably fit like 2 tanks side by side for most of the way down, or pretty close to it, anyways. And you know, so you got a lot of open space to maneuver through comparatively, I think. And your enemies also don't start out with the full map control, right? They just build up some stuff over time. Like if you leave them to their own devices, eventually Yellow will have sunken colonies all over the map, for example. I want to increase it so that he eventually like spreads creep down in these areas and starts colonying you. Just completely surrounds your AI ally or whatever. Or the second player. So yeah, I can see where Imperator is coming from. My main issue with this is that if... I guess it's fine for this first map because it's not going to be super challenging as a result of this, but you've got your AI ally here. If they are protected, if you help supplement some of their defenses, you do enter into a position where they basically protect you from a lot of the attacks of the enemies. So there is that. But you still have to go out there and attack the enemies, right? You still have to force yourself to fight them. Yeah, what is the new Warcraft 3 patch anyway? Anything good? Should I do some patch note overviews? Since I'm done with Hydra for the day. Um, 23. Alright, dude, here we go.
Hail, War Chiefs, Licks, Commanders, and Comers. Happy holidays. We're thrilled to be back. It's going to be an exciting year.
Damage mitigated by hardened skin will not correctly be reduced to 3 at a minimum, up from 1. So, this is a... Hold on, let me turn the music on. It's going to be distracting. Alright. So, in Warcraft 3, Night Elves benefited from this bug that made it so that some damage onto them could be reduced to as low as 1 per attack. Obviously, that is not intended, but 2 extra damage is really not that much. So I don't really see this being a significant change. It's nice that it's no longer bugged. Wonder how long that's been in the game. And yes, the second pulse from the taunt ability would no longer fire if the mountain giant is dead or affected by disabling effects. I don't even know what that would cause units to do. It would be really funny if the dead ones were like taunting them to start attacking the corpse, and they couldn't. Obviously, they couldn't attack that, so they just like started mongoloiding into the area. That would have been pretty funny. And these are known issues that they need to fix. Apparently, desyncs are still an issue. Cached data results in mismatches. Playing a custom and then playing ladder. How is that even possible? Yeah. So there's but it was at 1. It was getting bugged to go down to 1 damage per attack. Now it's 3 damage per attack minimum. It's not that much of a change. Warcraft 3 has absurd health pools, so that's not going to change much. Can't believe people are getting desynced when they play ladder after playing custom or vice versa. Pretty absurd. They finally nerfed Keeper. He's been broken since he got buffed initially. No, reduced to 3. So it can be as low as 3, but it was going as low as 1, depending on how much damage it was initially doing. I still don't think it'll be that big of a change. Any attack that was going to reduce to 1 will now be reduced to 3. It's just a net gain of 2 damage. I can't remember if mountain giants have natural regen, but if they do, it would basically outmode that. So it's kind of goofy. Yeah. Entangling Root is of high utility to the Keeper's kit. You don't say. This will definitely make Keeper more risky in the mid-game against Undead. I guess if the human goes MK Blood Mage or something, that would also put them at more of a disadvantage. I don't know how meta that build is against Night Elf, though. Yeah, the ability is absurd. It's really, really powerful. That's why they never die. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't really know of any other situations. I mean, I guess you have to get closer to Blade or something to use it, but so what did they reduced the DPS of the acid bomb? I actually am so tired of seeing Alchemist. Like, I hope I hope he's worthless, but I just hope that he's not a fucking go-to for all Night Elf players and human players. It's kind of ridiculous how integral he is to a lot of builds. So they reduced the single target damage, it looks like. I actually wish they they went in and reverted the change to healing spray so that your enemies could still take advantage of it. It used to heal enemies as well as allies, and creeps, I assume. that made positioning and spellcasting actually important. I think if they increased the healing value, like the amount healed, but kept that feature in, he would still be a useful hero. Then you probably wouldn't have that many issues with him being used so much. Because they basically annihilated his, like, an obvious way to counterplay him. Because, like, you could still use him effectively even if he healed allies just by positioning him properly. And, you know, maybe running a composition of units that didn't involve quite so many close-range fighters or something like that. Obviously, he is a melee hero himself, so it's kind of difficult to do that, but still. Piercing damage reduction increased from 50% to 65%. So they take 35% damage instead of 50. That's like something related to a recent balance update they had with them. Defend is such a stupid ability that should just be removed from the game, so it doesn't add any interactivity. I understand they want to make it so that Tier 1 melee has a place in games, but like beyond cheeses and rushes, it's not by making it so that an entire class of enemy just does nothing, because that's just a hard counter. They finally increased the cargo size back to before, or maybe they were always 2. I thought they used to be 4 in the campaign or something. And they increased the food cost to 7. I feel like these are reverts of an earlier change. But maybe I'm incorrect. Either way, the fact that they weren't already at 4 cargo space is pretty fucking hilarious to me. Or at least 3. I don't know why anybody would have them in 2. Yeah, let me just take the Zeppelin. Load them up with 4 mountain giants. Vorpal Glaive has been bugged from some time. Yeah, well. The main target of the glaive thrower always takes full damage. Yeah. Getting arrested. So they have this whole write-up about Vorpal Glaive, but they didn't actually fix anything. Also, they still have this copy-paste from PTR, and it says the updates are not included in this PTR. But is this a PTR, or is this a full release patch? I was under the impression that this is actually a full patch. So they just didn't even proofread their own post. Good job. Solid work, boys. Don't read Battle.net posts. What's wrong with you? Bottle.net, by the way. Alright, somebody suggested I play mods. Yeah, dude, it was Helltrix. You lunatic. Let's try Flag of Despair, dude. I hope it has epic music. What the fuck am I selecting? Agree. Okay, you just took my credit card information. This is a Korean mod. This is not the latest version of it, probably. Where's iCup? Didn't I have an iCup folder somewhere? What the fuck? Oh, Melee. None! Oh, we can only play as Tronica. What the fuck is Tronica? Check me out! Squad Engineer! Build RM Mobile Robotic! Unlike basic worker, to do harvest on cheap cost, then B.
SCP good to go, sir.
Basic worker unit. Building construction and repair buildings and units available. Check out my mule. It flashes. I don't know about this one, guys. Pretty sure this one has that stupid smart rally shit. That's pretty epic.
For duty.
Did SC2 copy this mod? Holy shit, look at the stats of my main building.
SCP good to go, sir. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Alright, dude. Taken to reserve a resource building. Resources facility IY. Excuse me.
Affirmative.
Please explain yourself. Hello? How's it going?
Reporting for duty. Orders
Zerg here?
Roger that.
Uh-oh.
Right away, sir.
I don't know the, I have no idea what this map looks like, honestly.
Orders, Captain.
Build structure. Can be constructed basic building. Build advanced structure. Can be constructed advanced building. Build special structure. Can be constructed special building, but each brood can be limited to a building can be constructed.
Can I read you?
Oh no. Hey, you guys aren't mining. Alright, cool. This doesn't actually have smart rally. I kind of assumed it did. Because all of these ones have it.
Right away, sir. Orders, Captain.
Or they're bugged, I'm not sure which
Orders
ones.
received.
Space Rifleman! Dude, where the hell are the, where is everybody? Hello?
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Zerg here?
Infantry reporting.
No. Dude, look at him! He's a cool guy! Aw, man, that portrait's fucked!
Infantry reporting.
Dude, the sunglasses don't even move!
I'm on it, loud and clear. I'm on it. Moving out. You got it. Loud and clear. I'm on it.
It does kill points. Morita Gauss Rifle.
Yes, sir.
Are there any Zerg? Oh no, I just missed them.
Right away, sir.
So it looks like they just have the default scripts running.
Reporting for duty. Can I read you?
I'll turn my sheets off.
Not enough minerals.
Harvest resources and base all the other building. Why does it cost so much money?
Orders received.
Yes, sir. Infantry reporting.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, dude. Big differences.
Infantry reporting. Infantry reporting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
What a sick fuck. Well, oh, that's not drawing. RM Mobile Robotic. One of his what lines is infantry reporting. Diplomacy barracks? Fuck yeah, dude. This model reminds me of Civilization 3. I don't know which model you're talking about.
Infantry reporting.
Alright, I get it. You're reporting, dude. Wow, check that out. That looks good.
Yes, sir.
Legible.
I can't build there. Orders received. Yes, sir.
I need a support infantry academy. Where's that? Support academy.
Job's finished.
Oh.
SCP good to go, sir.
I'm gonna need about 30 more barracks, guys.
Affirmative. Reporting for duty.
Is the 4th combat barracks unit just a Marine? It's a Dimension Dominator! Steam Healer. Blizzard Spectre! Oh no! What's that going to be? Enhanced Reaper.
Yes, sir.
Check out my Enhanced Reaper, guys.
Job finished. Report for duty. Can't build there.
Oh. I can upgrade weapons. Increased Space Rifleman +1 attack range! I've never seen that ability before. Stimpack Tech! Oh! Nitro Thruster! Faster Reaper movement.
Job finished. I read you.
I feel like I'm gonna get arrested for playing this,
Right
honestly.
away, sir. Job finished.
A man with gun, firebat, civilian, marine.
Go, sir.
Ready up. Let's do this. Ready up. Let's do this. Movement right. Forward area clear. Movement right.
Oh. What?
Ready up. Let's do this.
Go, sir.
Got a visual while raiding.
SCV good to go, sir.
Movement right.
Why does he have his weapon icon that I can click? Oh shit! Run! Get ready to repair! Reaper!
Movement right.
What are they doing? Uh-oh. I'm having an orgasm, guys. Fuck them up, Reapers!
Roger that. Ready up. Let's do this. Got a visual while raiding.
Utter destruction, dude. Dismantled. Bye.
I'm on it. Got a visual while raiding. We've got company. Movement right.
Blow my mind. I think that's what he's saying. So he doesn't even have, they didn't even do the jetpack or anything. What a waste of time. Oh wait, you can't build anything. Coil Tower! The building that can make Dominator! I need one of those.
Right away, sir.
Plan in charge.
Alright, let's go fuck them up with Reapers, dude.
Right.
StarCraft 2. This is cinematic. Fuck yeah. N! For Shanior.
Upgrade complete.
I need some steam healers. Let's get some blizzards, dude. I always wanted some.
Forward area
Hi.
clear.
Fuck them up!
Movement right. I'm on it.
Where they at?
Got company. I'm on it. Got company. Movement right.
Well, we scouted, at least. Haha. That was the only way I could have scouted, by the way. I'm all RS missile tank. Check that out, dude. Freeze-inate shot? Can shot freeze shot?
Job finished.
Freeze-inate shot? Can shot freeze shot?
Order scout.
Upgrade complete.
Order scout.
Holy shit, dude. I don't know if I can handle this. Security laser turret!
Can't build there.
You got my attention.
I need Dimension Dominator.
I read you.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't win without him.
Order scout. Yes, sir. Infantry. Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir. Finished. Orders received. Roger that. Orders received.
Where the fuck is my SUV, dude?
Stand by.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
This way. Let's go.
Oh shit, Dimension Dominator!
This way. Let's go.
No, idiot, Ahmed, get out of there. What is Blizzard Spectre? Biochemistry, frozen radiator. Oh, and they can shot freeze shot.
Upgrade complete.
Get freeze-inate shot, dude.
Affirmative.
Stand by.
Roger that. I read you.
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty.
Dude, I don't even know what my supply structure is called.
I read you.
Do you expect me to build them?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. I can't build there. Right away, sir.
What if Firebat was cold? Good question.
I read
Dude.
you. Job's finished.
One for the ages.
I read you.
Gather us.
Order scout. Right away, sir.
Not even gonna look at those units. That graphic is fucked, by the way. Don't ever use it. Reinforced armory. Wonder what that does.
Orders, Captain. Job's finished. Orders, Captain. Job's finished.
Oh.
Reporting for duty. Job's finished. Orders received. Yes, sir.
One thing that really gets me about all these mods that are meant to be total conversions is that they don't ever change the actual tech tree. Like, you're still just using
Right away, sir. I can't build there.
fucking Tino Hercules, armed with hard armor. Infantry units, that is support type. Well, I can't say no to that.
Add-on complete. Research complete.
I'm gonna need some more dimension dominators. Alright, dude. Let's get MLRS artillery tank ability.
Job's finished.
But, like, you know, you don't even have a situation where the player is being exposed to brand new ideas for their,
Orders received. Job's finished. Yes,
for the factions or whatever.
I read you.
Like,
Orders received.
we still have structures that can lift off. We still have structures that build add-ons. We still have siege tanks. You know, we have all this stuff that's like sniping area. Wait, what did that say? Oh, it's called spawn brooding, by the way. Tectival devastation. What is that? Chimera Warmech, the vehicle that armed explosion type cannons and missiles. Well, W does not work as a hotkey, so I have to manually click it.
Destination, move here.
Oh, Duran. Get him out of here, dude. Kill Duran.
Yes, sir.
He's an evil guy.
Orders, sir.
This way. Let's go.
Wait, who's
Forward area clear. I'm here.
who's Duran? Tino Hercules. Mining spy. Mine spy to unit. That then you can watch that unit.
Your forces are
That Eunice. Sorry. Oh, my scout. Ooh, cooned.
Identify target.
I don't know, man. It would be way better, I think, if we had
attack.
Reporting for duty. Roger that.
more custom stuff than this.
Reporting for duty.
What do I need? Aircraft
Your
lab.
forces
Where's
are
that?
under attack.
Aircraft lab, dude.
Right away, sir.
Oh, what's happening? Get him, Blizzard! Freeze a 9 shot! What is happening? Oh, shit! Hi.
Research complete.
What is readability? Dimension Dominator! Get him! Don't worry, we have MLRS mode. Cool. Get him, Tino Hercules! Oh, he can build bunkers. Quick. Warmech Dual Shade!
Forward area clear. Tango day. Good day.
It doesn't look like that's his friendly fire. Bye. I'm not sure about that one. Light Mallard. Strategy Bay.
I can't build there. Yes, sir. Orders received.
I need integrated center.
Under attack.
When do we eat, leader?
When do we eat, leader? This is Flag of Despair. And there's some despair, dude.
Add-on complete.
I can build Hellions. Let's get some... Oh, no, I already got those. I think I didn't try the Steam Healer.
Rose Eden.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade.
Oh, okay, bye.
Upgrade complete. Your forces
Check out my
are
Steam
under
healer. It heals. That's all it does. Alright, bye.
Something on your mind?
Oh, check out my Hellion Hunters. Nether Hellfire. Make Hellion Hunters more threatening. Yeah, sure, dude. We can make Banshees. Blade Bomber. Long-range bombing can do this. Watch the fuck out, dude.
Orders, Captain?
Your forces are
Tactics
under
Surgeon.
attack.
Reporting for duty.
Fusion Laboratory. Oh, I need a marker, dude. C. Special structure. Nuclear center. Weaponry plant.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, I can get it at level 2.
Valkyrie prepared. Valkyrie prepared.
Valkyrie, by the way.
It's showtime.
What?
Yavo.
Zerg here?
Upgrade.
My Raider gunships are Zerg here!
Job finished.
Arclight cannon, by the way.
I read you.
Come on, finish my fusion laboratory. I gotta get battlecruisers.
Your forces are under attack.
What? They didn't even have an attack. I don't think this was finished. Shooting star!
Orders, Captain?
Dude, I'm a shooting star.
Upgrade complete.
Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
I read you. Orders received. Affirmative. Orders, Captain? Reporting for duty.
I don't know about this one, guys.
Roger that. Yes, sir. Right
Dogs.
away, sir.
Shooting dogs. Shooting dogs. AR mammoth tank!
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty.
Mutalisk! Dude, I know what this graphic is, and it was not this bad when I was using it.
Upgrade complete.
So they fucked it up somehow. Incredible shooting star! What?
Research complete.
He throws snowballs at him, dude. It's a festive holiday unit. What an idiot.
Identify target. Proceeding. Destination. Absolutely. Moving. Orders, sir.
Bye!
Proceeding.
Battle cruiser operational. Good day,
Hi.
Commander. Set a course. Good day.
Wow, this is a readable graphic.
Research complete.
Where'd my other tanks go?
Destination. Identify target.
Oh. Wow. That moves pretty fast, dude.
Reporting for duty. I read you. Reporting for duty.
Well, I think we've done it, guys.
Your forces are under attack.
Destination. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir.
They don't seem to
Moving.
too fond of
Proceeding. Orders, sir. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
getting out of their bunkers.
Delighted to, sir. Orders, sir.
I can't believe that doesn't deal friendly fire. And it's so noisy. Oh shit! Dual shade!
Your forces are under attack.
What? Travelazin bomb? Fuck him up, Mammoth. Excuse me, Blizzard. Coming through.
Your forces are under attack.
We did it, guys.
Your forces are under attack.
Those graphics, man. Why did I agree to do this?
Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack.
Oh, I have a lot more mammoths. They'll get there eventually.
Upgrade complete. Not enough energy.
A lot of these mods also like to change... Well, this only has one... Shandy O-ring. This only has one race, actually. But there are a few total conversions out there that I'm aware of. That one's probably one of the more low-effort ones that I've seen. I do have Dawn of Change around here. I guess I can give that a run. See if I can find it. I'm not sure which one of these is... I guess this is the newest one? See, at least he made something custom with like the loading screen and stuff. I don't mind this. Palette kind of destroys a lot of the background, but I don't have to give him my credit card information. I don't know. This is definitely not the most recent version, but Invader. I'll be Protoss. I don't think Invader was done when last time I played this. Ah, yes. They have a very noisy graphic for mining. And we also start out with 7 or 8? 8. That's pretty crazy. Deploy Chrono Boost! Void! 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 By the way, the Nexus is what sound? Is that ooh Psychosis. And then they just down-pitched Alderis. He's turned black. Africanized Alderis. Wow, that looks great. That was not at the right perspective. I don't think. Oh shit! I gotta kill this prober. Well, yeah, they just don't use some of their workers for some reason. It's a little strange. Like the starting workers, they don't like to use them. Rather odd. These graphics are way too busy. Wait, what graphic are you talking about? The Yamato cannon impact? But that doesn't surprise me, really. Those are the same buildings as that other mod? What, for Terrans, or...? This one is the pillbox. It's actually a beta building, so it's used everywhere. This is also another beta building, but this one's flipped. You can see, or oh, maybe that's the right one? It's supposed to say 14, but or something like that, but I can't remember. Void is not calibrated correctly! Calibrating void lenses. I don't know why they decided to put Chrono Boost here, though. Pretty lame. He probably still has some voice acting for me in here, actually. Let's see if I can find myself. Revelator. Just says N. Yeah, exactly. You got it right, dude. This is still not done. Oh no, it's gotten big! Oh wow, workers actually cost supply on this. I can't believe they use these graphics for the minerals too. They look so out of place. Leaking gas. Oh fuck. I don't have nearly enough men. I wasn't paying attention. Blink outpost! Not sure this is gonna work out, guys. Why do these look like they're plagued or something? We're fucked, boys. Whoa, I can see space. I can see my mom. Hi. Hey, leave that alone! Oh, big meanies. No problem, guys. I have the power. Dark Sanctorum. Whoa! That's fucked. It's okay, I didn't need that anyway. Finish! I can't believe it didn't finish my fucking research after all that. What a sadistic fuck. Hey, fuck off, dude. Oh, okay. What a psychotic graphic. Void Lord! What an idiot. Why do you go straight for that area, you asshole moron? Jesus Christ. Oh no, they're using Blizzard! Permanently cloaked, by the way. It's cool that they permanently show your rally, I guess. It's kind of visually noisy, but... I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of these graphics elsewhere, and these are just like kit bashes or whatever. Recolors of them. Need some more Dark Brothers, I think. Don't say that. These pylons don't even have shadows, speaking of them. Pretty psychotic so far. Ow, what an asshole, dude. Those graphics are not accurate at all. This shit is... Oh, they do have shadows. They're just aligned really poorly. This shit is borderline unreadable. Oh, not really borderline, I guess. Give me an Archon, dude. I don't want to look at that. Let's check out these other units. Void Lord! Oh, Phase Commander. That sounds familiar. And unfortunate. What?
My life for hire. For the Empire, we are blades of iron.
Oh, fuck! Dude, my Dark Templar do not attack in melee, and I was not expecting that. What is happening? Am I winning? I guess so. Beam me up some more of those, dude. Did I get a Void Lord or what? Fuck him up! I really didn't expect them to just sit here and do nothing. Yeah, that is 2015 voice acting, I think. Oh shit! Repulsor! Well, I'm repulsed, alright. Oh, they're just Necrons, dude. Well, this is pretty epic, guys. That's 2014 or 2015 me, yeah. This is a mod, dude. Aren't you so modded? Dude, check out that fire! Playing at a different frame rate than the rest of the game, dude. Pretty epic. Archdeacon! What is... What is he doing? Dude, what a maniac. Well, there I go. Never to be seen or heard from again. Alright, well. Let's just spam out zealots, dude. What's the worst thing could happen? Void Lord! Shrine of Aspiration! What else we got over here? Corvette? Oh wait, I just saw Storm Crow. I gotta get that. Which StarCraft 2 portrait are you talking about? Honestly, I'm pretty pretty upset that he hasn't found better voice acting than 2015 me. I'll have to redo that at some point. Fuck him up, Void Lord! Don't say that, you maniac. Storm Crow.
Corvette prepared for service.
Oh, fuck! No, I need these! Hey, don't do that! Oh, well, you suck, dude. I don't think I'm winning. Oh. Oh. Am I getting stormed? Fuck him up, dude. Get these Reavers out of here. Whoa! Void Obelisk. How did I not notice that name before? Where do my flying units keep going? I swear I had two other Corvettes. I don't know where they went. Storm Crow.
The Protoss Inquisition begins.
Oh! What is happening? Oof. Dude, they have a gunner. They have a Protoss gunner that just annihilates you. Fuck him up! What is happening? My earbuds are going crazy. Oh, I don't have any upgrades for those.
You require more Vespene gas. We are under attack.
No, no, no. I feel like the static defense here might be a little strong, no? Maybe I just have to cannon rush them. What's the worst that could happen?
This vessel shall avenge.
I need help, dude. What is happening over here? How is this zealot's fucking spinning around and annihilating shit? What is going on? Oh fuck! Observant. Help? What does that mean? Yeah, I think I'm good on this one. I don't understand how anything works. Balance is a little fuck. But that's okay. That was Dawn of Change by a bunch of Koreans. Whew. I really have to send them better voice acting for the stuff that I did 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, that is still in there. That's just embarrassing. Well, Heltrix, I hope you enjoyed me playing a bunch of shit. I think that'll do it. That was a stream. I'm going to be doing... I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow. There will probably be at least one stream, even if it's just another one of these. Maybe it'll be one where I work on UED Commander's map. If that doesn't happen tomorrow, it will happen next week. And if I do something different tomorrow, maybe it'll be like Portal 2 or something like that. I still don't know what I'm going to be doing Hunt Down the Freeman, because that's something I want to try to get somebody else on board for. Whether it would be myself, like Mesk, Patrick, Dynamo, somebody's got to suffer through that with me. So we will... we'll see who that is. What lucky duck gets to enjoy that. But thanks everybody who tuned in and hung around. And I will be seeing you guys sometime tomorrow. Big kisses. Bye.